Welcome back to another video, and we're here at Carrera World, and behind me are some epic slot car tracks that are available for you to use here if you do visit. And it got me thinking, maybe we should take a close look. If you do want to see any of these tracks in action, please check out my channel. I have been testing cars here at Carrera World, so you'll be able to see these tracks in action. But today, we're just going to take a closer look and a bit of a track walk. Let's go. And make sure you stick to the end. We've got some bonus tracks, the shop, and a little museum. So make sure you watch all the way to the end. So welcome to Carrera World. This amazing place is located just outside of Salzburg, Austria. Today we're going to do a walkthrough. We might drive some of the tracks, but we're definitely going to take a look at them. Let's get stuck into it. And let's kick it off with track number one, which is the latest track that they've designed for Carrera World. And this one I think is the most special out of all of them. Yes, this guy is huge. We'll check out a tick. But I think this one is the best out of all of them because a member or a fan of Carrera said, hey, this is my track layout, would you replicate it? And they did. That is cool. So if you do attend Carrera World here in Salzburg, Austria, you drive it and enjoy it, you know this was submitted by a fan of Carrera via the socials, and I think that is really cool. What is it? Well, it's a two-lane digital Carrera layout. You can run the 124 scale and the 132, and they're running the 6 wireless controllers. Really fun layout. I've tested some cars on the channel, so please check that out if you want to see this track in action. But in a nutshell, it is pretty much the ultimate Carrera layout, in my opinion. I mean, you can replicate this one at home. They've got plenty of digital functions. They've got a double crossover on the bridge, under the bridge. They've got one on the back end, which we'll take a look at in a tick, and plenty of variety when it comes to the pieces for the corner. I'm a big fan of replicating a flow track, and this has definitely got all the flow you need. They've used their rubber tires here, and it actually shows you some of their drilling sections, which does definitely save a car. If you do smash on here, it's going to definitely save a car. And you've got their grandstands with all their people waving. Really cool track. Over here, we've got the Carrera gantry bridge that looks incredible, of course representing Carrera with their big logo. And over here we've got some more corners, but I do like the bridge section. I love the crossovers. That is track number one. If you do visit here, you most definitely can drive on this. They've got some cars, and if you do purchase a car from the Carrera World, I highly recommend you put it around this track. There you go, track number one. Let's go, track number two. So now let's check out track number two, the big boy, the desert track, the 4-lane digital monster with probably the most digital changeovers. And we'll go and have a look in a tick that I have seen. It is incredible. They're running the wireless. You can run 4 124 scale digital cars, or you can run 6 132 digital cars around this behemoth of a desert layout. And that is probably my favorite spot. And it's probably one of the most recognizable corners in the world of racing, I dare say. A bit of a corkscrew. So let's walk around and we'll take a look at the digital changeovers, because we've got 2 doubles at the start here. So if you do want to get the lead on your opponent, being 4 lanes, you've got plenty of lanes to choose out. And then the best part of it all, we're going uphill. Here we go, climbing uphill, up onto a flat spot, and then we race on down. And down this straight itself, there is 5 changeovers. You've got 2 doubles on either side, then coming to the center, you've got another double, which lets you change in the center, back to another 2, bringing you back out again. That is incredible. Was it 5 digital changeovers on the back end into this very fast corner, past this gigantic crowd. Take a look at them. Yeah, go for it. Under the Red Bull Bridge. Then you've got yourself a single changeover from left to right. Then you've got yourself a right to left corner changeover, which will get you on the outside lane. That is really cool. Good little combination there. Then we've got another fast straight with 2 singles from center to out. That is really good, pushing you outside of the track past this huge, and I mean huge, pit area, all done by Carrera. Center, we've got a center change over here, which is a double, and then back into 2 doubles on the outside, which brings us into a nice little flat straight into a corner, last bend over the finish line. So let's count them all up together. You got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 changeovers on this massive track. And yes, you can also drive this if you come to Carrera World. And if you want to check out my channel, we have done some reviews on this track. But now, I think, we're on to the next one.
Now listen, here's your chance to support the channel by hitting the subscribe button, thumbs up and bell icon to be notified by upcoming videos.
And for track number 3, I think this one's the best to replicate at home. It's a flat track, and if you don't have this big of a space, you can shrink it down, but I do like how it's flat. No bridges, straight on top of the tables. I think they've done a really good job. Plenty of digital changeover love on this one as well, and yes, you can drive this if you do attend. They do have your driver displays, one for each car. It shows you your speed, pit stops. These are pretty cool. I will actually do a review on the channel very soon on one of those, and they've got the 6 controllers ready to rock and roll with the Carrera starting lights. But now let's go check out the track itself. We've got one digital changeover into a nice fast right hand corner. Then we've got 2 digital double changeovers dead center, down the straight, changing over into a nice fast corner with a bit of a flick, down another straight under the Red Bull into a left to right changer, single. Then we've got a corner digital changeover, as you can see, coming around this last little technical part here. Really enjoy this technical part. Up, down, under the Red Bull into a nice big sweeper, and then over the line or into the pits if you need to get some more fuel. Really cool track. I think this one is definitely a winner, and one that you can replicate at home and maybe start your own timing club. Let's see if we can get heaps of these built and people put their best times up. Maybe not this size because it's huge, but really cool. Track number 3. And for track number 4 is probably the most colourful track. Take a look at it. Electric, let's call it electric. It's the Carrera World City Skyline track. I think the kids love this one. It's 2-lane, it's digital, it's got lots of elements to it. It's actually a very technical track to drive because it goes sometimes 2 into 4, then back into 2, but you've got a lot of sharp corners and a lot of drops with a nice little bridge over here. But I do like the use of cardboard, color, and it gives you a good idea of what you may be able to replicate at home. But probably the most dangerous part of this track, not only do you have a digital changeover, but you've got yourself a big dipper just before you go into a changeover. Very, very technical. I do like how they've got the bit of the barriers happening so you don't go off, but not everywhere. There is some spots where if you do change over here and you hit each other, you can fall down. Up a ramp into a bridge. Really cool layout, a fun layout. Again, a massive layout. They don't do things small here, but I do like it. Let me know what you think. But I just hope if I drive this track that I don't actually hit a helicopter. And last but not least is the oldest track here at Carrera World. It's got its own little special spot, and I'm so glad they kept it. Last time when I was here, I thought it was actually going to disappear, but they've kept it and they've buried it off. It's an old digital layout, and this represents the Salzburg track here in Salzburg. And I do like how they've got the big Carrera graphics above it, and it's fully detailed. It is a beautiful looking layout. And again, it's trying to replicate the Salzburg track here in Salzburg. And I think they've done a good job. What I do like about it though is it's quite basic. It looks very, very good, but it's quite a basic layout. And realistically, you can probably downscale this one too, but they've done an epic job on customizing all the details around it. They use the full barriers, got some old school cars driving around, old mates mowing the lawns. They've done a cracking job. But let's go under the ropes and get closer to the starting line. And I can show you, it is the older digital layout, as you can see by this little sucker here, and we've got some cars ready to rock and roll. But a really cool track. I think it's a bit of a museum piece. I'm glad that it's here. I have not used this. Maybe I will try and get a review on here in the future of some of their older cars, which is in the museum. Maybe that's a good idea. Some vintage stuff on a vintage track. But there you have it. Track number, I think that was 4, or was it 5? 5 in Carrera World. Yeah.
And the big kids can't have all the fun. They've also got scattered around some of the newer stuff, older stuff. This is your Carrera First. It's Paw Patrol, it's Mario Kart, it's cool. This regularly changes, as well as their Carrera Go. They have a pretty epic setup that you can test here as well. And this does also change from time to time. And they've got their latest on display, a huge Carrera hybrid track. This is the RC virtual reality AI world. It's a bit of a mix of everything. It's quite fun. I have done a review on the channel. Definitely go check this out. And I will attend again and do a review on this massive track because a Carrera hybrid is pretty cool. And if tracks aren't enough, they've got a Carrera World shop where you can actually find some bargains here. All their latest and greatest stuff is in here. It's the full range of Carrera, not just the SLOTCARS stuff. There's some RC stuff in there. It's pretty cool. So if you are going there to have some fun, you can also do some shopping at the Carrera World toy shop. And a bit of a bonus, if you're into slot cars like I am, they do have a small museum of some of their older stuff, which was, for me, really cool to see. So get down there, take a look at it.
And if you enjoy this video, YouTube might think you like these two as well.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!
Go.